And here's some more. Chapter 1. Jane had decided to get some takeout. She could count calories again, starting from tomorrow. She had just arrived back and was dishing up her food when a knock at her front door nearly made her jump 10 feet in the air. She opened the front door to find a Hispanic-looking young woman with sparkling brown eyes, big smile, and a baby in her arms. The baby, a little boy, was cuddling into his mother shyly. She judged the tot to be around 4 months old. "Hiya, I noticed the moving van earlier on. I'm your neighbour, Leanne, and this is my son, Charlie." The young woman smiled pleasantly. She was soothingly down to earth, and her manner put Jane immediately at ease. "We just thought we'd say hi," she continued in a thick Liverpudlian accent that made Jane grin. "Well, hello, I'm Jane. It's very nice to meet you two." She ruffled the boy's dark curls. "Would you like a cup of tea? The place is organised chaos, I'm afraid, but the two of you are very welcome," she invited. Leanne accepted with a warm smile. "Me and Charlie would like that, wouldn't we, Charlie?" Stepping in, Jane ushered the girl and her small boy into the front room. "I'll go and put the kettle on, if I can find it," she joked, and trotted out to the small kitchen. She came out a few moments later, carrying 2 teacups and a teapot on a tray. "Hope you don't mind these old teacups. The good ones are still waiting to be unpacked," said Jane apologetically as she poured the milk. Leanne smiled. "How go away with the girl? We don't stand on ceremony, do we, Charlie?" The child gurgled at that instant as if agreeing. After chatting for a bit about life and things in general, then moving on to music and what their favourite contemporary bands were, they moved on to more serious stuff. "You're not from round here, are you?" laughed Leanne. "Well, I was originally. My family moved down to London when I was 13. That obvious?" Leanne laughed. "Well, girl, put it this way. We'll have to teach you how to speak proper again." Jane laughed too at that. She liked the girl already. "You got a job?" asked Leanne. "I'm cleaning up at the school." Leanne looked aghast. "Go away with you. You want to do more with your life than cleaning." "Well, actually, I want to go to college. I really want to be a childminder, nursery worker, anything like that. I love children." "Well, you'd ought to go down to the John Moores University. I bet they've got loads of courses," said Leanne. She looked at her watch suddenly. "Oh, no, I better go. I better go and get me and our Charlie's tea ready. Thanks for the copper. Me and Charlie will see you soon. Ta-da!" Saying goodbye to the friendly dark-haired girl and her boy, she shut the front door and went to finish getting her own dinner ready. "I think I'm going to like it here," she smiled to herself. Chapter 2. The next day was a Saturday. She had read in the Echo the previous evening that John Moores was having an open day, and thinking on what Leanne had told her, she decided on a whim to go and have a look round. Being a mature student might seem scary, but having chatted with a few of the tutors there and getting a prospectus, she was in a positive frame of mind. Letting herself in the door, she intended putting the kettle on and leafing through the leaflets and other various booklets she had been given, so she could pick the perfect course. When she heard a knock at the door, she somehow knew those plans were about to go askew. She was right. She opened the front door, and there stood Leanne, a huge grin on her face. "Hiya, Queen. I was wondering if I could tempt you into a night on the tiles tonight." Her smile was so infectious and her demeanour so enthusiastic, it was hard to refuse the dark-haired girl. "Oh, Leanne, I don't know. I've got so much to do. There's the flat to finish, and I'll be damned if I've been able to unpack properly yet. And—" Leanne put up both her hands to stop her. "Oh, come on, love. It's Saturday night. Besides, I can help you get your place all fixed up like." "Oh, go on. It'd be nice to actually have someone to go out and chat to for the change." Leanne pleaded with her eyes, and Jane cracked. "All right, you sold me. What time shall we meet, and where exactly are we going?"
Who looks after Charlie?